So I decided to present on Echinodermata. It was assigned to me. Basically, this is a picture of a starfish. It's part of the Echinodermata class, and then this is the five main classes: the starfish, the brittle star, the sea lilies, sea cucumbers, and the echinoids. How they fit in the tree of life. So Echinodermata are very important to the marine ecosystem. This comes from Ringwald H. and Mohm T. on the genus of Crossaster. So basically, a lot of big words, but basically it means it's a research study, a peer-reviewed study done by Ringwald H. and Mohm T., where they figured out what climate change was doing to the Echinodermata. Basically, it was moving them south. These Echinodermata, they are small predators. Most of them feed on algae, ocean plant life, and very, very small crustaceans. They are preyed on by large ocean predators, so it's very good for the ecosystem because they eat up all the small stuff and then they're eaten by the larger predators, putting energy back into the ecosystem. They eat the plants also. Consumes small life and plants and is eaten by large predators, and very helpful to ocean food webs. So the origin and evolutionary history is, so many bizarre fossils have been found. Up to 15 extra classes of Echinodermata have been studied and put into classes based off straight fossils. Right now there's only 4 different classes of current Echinodermata, so you can tell how many that is, how many different types. They have lived in the same area for hundreds of years. This is starting to change because climate change is starting to push them south, like I said. It's starting to get warmer up north and most of the ice is melting and stuff, so it's pushing them south. They've lived in the same area for hundreds of years, so this is really affecting them. And this comes from a study called Recent Distribution of Echinodermata Species in Spitsbergen coastal waters. This may cause a change to all Echinoderma over time. So like, them moving south may cause a change because evolution over time. Different place calls for different things. So some traits of all Echinodermata. They have a hard outer shell. Even in the sea lilies, it's harder, so it's harder to break into for predators. They prey on small life and ocean plant life. They have a weird structure. So what I mean by that, by weird structure, I mean like very different from any other life you see around. And they all use camouflage to hide from predators, which is the main part of Echinodermata. They hide from predators and they use it themselves to prey on small things. So they hide and they attack, like an ambush almost. Gives them a surprise advantage pretty much in most situations. And it keeps very large predators, which they don't have a chance against, from finding them. These are the 4 subgroups I was talking about earlier. So subgroups of the Echinodermata would be Asteroidea. One example of this is starfish. Got the starfish picture right there. And then Crinoidea, sea lilies, which is this picture. And then Echinoidea, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sand dollars, which are right there. And then the Holothuroidea. These are brittle stars. This is my favorite actually because it just looks different. It's got the little star in the middle and then arms stretching out on all sides, which is an interesting look. It's very weird. So the starfish. This is the most famous Echinodermata. They mostly eat things such as clams and other small-shelled organisms. This is because they're smaller. Introduction to the Echinodermata. This is where I got that from. ucmpberkeley.edu. The next big part of starfish is the regeneration factor. So starfish are even able to regenerate entire limbs. They can survive through most fatal events for other animals. When they lose an arm, as long as they are healthy in other ways, they will regenerate it over time. They have a hard outside and use camouflage for offense and defense. I thought that was cool because it's just an extra weapon most animals don't use. It helps it survive, and it has become a lethal predator for these smaller animals in smaller plant life because of its ability to hide. So the other species I wanted to talk about was the sand dollar. So the sand dollar, These prey on very small ocean life and algae. They hardly move, and they use an incredibly hard outer shell and camouflage to stay safe from most large predators. The sand dollar is very interesting because the sand dollar is basically an entire spine. That's all it is, and it doesn't like to move. Well, it can't really move very well. So it sits in one spot, and it basically looks like it's not alive. And that keeps it from being eaten by lots of large predators. That's its main weapon, is stealth, because it's a sand dollar. It gets up under the sand, and it's hard to find. It's made entirely out of its spine, like I said, which is a very interesting fact, in my opinion. And that is all I have for you. So this is the Works Cited, and thank you.